I managed to get my hands on an R7 mini driver, which brings back fond memories of my childhood. I remember when the R7 first come out and it was the driver that everyone wanted, or as a kid it was anyway. So R7 I think was 2007, so I would have been 17, and I remember having a Taylormade R540 driver and I just wanted the R7. I couldn't wait to get my hands on it, and I loved the thing when I finally got one maybe 3 years later. But that nostalgic element of this driver is quite nice. It's got those colours that we had before. We got that red and sort of like gold yellow in there. I'm colourblind, so I think it's that. And we've got those 4 weights in there as well to sort of manipulate the ball flight. On my next video, I'll have a look at what those weights do. The standard shaft in here is the Speeder 6S, so 6 normally relates to something around 60 grams. And I'd like to say thank you to Ronnie for lending me this driver, or mini driver. Thank you very much. I'll have it back to you in a couple of days. But the first thing I saw when I put the club down is that it does sit just a little bit closed. It does just toe in that little bit, which doesn't suit my eye. But I reckon by the time you put it on a lower loft setting, that'll open up back to being more square, and the flights that are coming out from it are just hanging to that right hand side just a little bit. Well, that could be because I played golf earlier today and I'm a little bit stiff, but I do have a mid-size +4 grip on there, so it is bigger and thicker on here, so that would in theory just slow that right hand down a little bit. So that might have a little contribution to that little hot right side hug. But I feel like the head is quite low spinning in comparison to the Callaway and potentially the PXG. So I'll have to do a comparison to them in about 15 minutes. But right now I'm marrying this up to a TP5X golf ball and it's feeling pretty good. I'm not having to fight too hard to keep the ball flight down. I feel like it's just naturally lower. And some clubs, some drivers get weight in different places to help us get the ball airborne or help us get the ball down. I feel like this is launching much lower than I have seen in other mini drivers. How much by we shall see shortly. But first thoughts on this are, sits a little bit closed. A little bit of nostalgia in there as well, which is quite nice. So it does give me that little bit more confidence when I just want to stand there, look at that thing. It's quite a nice size head, and poke one up the middle. And I've caught that low and heely and I'm still doing all right. Normally a low heely strike for me will spin up and get out there, but it still stayed under 3,000. So yet to be determined how good this is, but first thoughts, lovely.